pressure and heat. One of the few countermeasures attempted was shooting the operator before they reached firing range. German snipers and machine gunners were instructed to prioritize men carrying flame equipment, even if it meant exposing themselves. But in close-range conditions, cities, forests, bunkers, no countermeasure could neutralize fire once it erupted, and the machine that made it possible was terrifyingly efficient. Clearing a German bunker was among the most dangerous missions in the European theater. Every approach was covered, every entrance trapped. Grenades often bounced off walls. Rifles couldn't penetrate steel. And even bazookas, while powerful, weren't always practical in tight quarters. Enter the Combat Engineer Assault Team. Armed with satchel charges, Bangalore torpedoes, and flamethrowers, they represented the tip of the American spear in the bunker war. Their objective: eliminate fortified positions that held up entire companies. The method was brutal but calculated. First, rifle squads suppressed the enemy from cover. Smoke grenades were often used to obscure vision and break lines of fire. Then a flamethrower team would advance, usually 2 men, one carrying the weapon, the other providing cover or assisting with fuel tanks. Once within range, the operator would fire directly into the bunker's slit or air vent. The flame wasn't aimed randomly. It was targeted, designed to flood confined space with unbearable heat. Sometimes satchel charges followed, to collapse the structure entirely. These tactics weren't improvised. By mid-1944, they were drilled into assault units. Training films, field manuals, and after-action reports emphasized combined arms: infantry, engineers, armor, and support units working in coordinated assault. Tanks, too, played a role. In open terrain, Sherman tanks would draw fire while infantry circled to close the distance. When flame tanks joined the battle, their presence often preceded complete collapse of German resistance in that sector. Because flamethrowers didn't just eliminate physical defenses, they shattered morale. And once the will to fight cracked, even the most heavily reinforced bunker became a coffin. At the strategic level, American commanders viewed flamethrowers not as shock weapons, but as necessary tools in an evolving war of attrition. Men like General Omar Bradley and General Dwight D. Eisenhower were aware that time, terrain, and enemy resistance were the real enemies in 1944. Speed and shock were paramount. Anything that could break the static defenses of the German war machine was welcomed, including fire. Field commanders adapted quickly. Units like the 1st Infantry Division, the famed Big Red One, integrated flamethrower team